Oftentimes, my girlfriends will also tell me, I'll be green lighting a dude. We will make eye contact. I will smile at him. I will give him every opportunity to come up to me. And he still doesn't do it. They're green lighting your asses, but you don't know what the hell is happening and you're failing to approach. Girls are green lighting you all the time, brothers. And a lot of you are listening right now and you're like, no, he's not talking to me. It can't be me. Girls are green lighting. I'm here to tell you, yes, they are, gentlemen. You are being green lighted. Girls want you to approach them, you idiot. So I want you to make a commitment both to yourself as well as to me that...
Welcome to the Unapologetic Man Podcast, the only podcast that's all about self-improvement, confidence, success, women, and being a man without making any apologies for it.
One of the biggest complaints I hear from my girlfriends is that they will oftentimes green light dudes and the guys will not approach them. They'll come to me and they'll be like, I saw this guy who I was super attracted to and I gave him every green light I could, right? I wanted him to approach me and he didn't do it. There's two reasons that might be. First of all, he might just be dumb as rocks, not understand that a girl is green lighting him and just didn't see the signs, which I'm sure has happened to you guys. Or number two, he was too cowardly to approach her. And that happens to you guys too, right? You don't know what to say. You don't know what to talk about. You just don't want to get rejected. Even when you get those green lights, which I'm sure a lot of you guys do, you don't act on them. And this is what we're going to do in today's episode. I always talk about implementation. So as I tell you these things, I want you guys to pay very close attention because as I alluded to, girls are green lighting you all the time, brothers. And a lot of you are listening right now and you're like, no, he's not talking to me. It can't be me. Girls are green lighting. I'm fucking ugly. No girl would ever want me. I'm here to tell you, yes, they are, gentlemen. Here's something you may not know, brother. You are the absolute type of probably tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of girls out there. And some of you are the absolute type of millions of girls out there. So can you honestly tell me with a straight face, no matter how ugly you are, what your ethnicity is, what your height is, what your face looks like, that no girl has ever green lighted you and you missed it? Come on, brother. Don't be delusional. You are being green lighted, especially if you listen to a podcast like this one. You're working on yourself. Girls want you to approach them, you idiot. So I'm going to tell you what to look for so that you do approach them. Now, what to talk about, how to approach, I've covered that many times in this podcast, and I will continue to give you guys gold nuggets as I continue to put out content. But this is all about reading her signs. So I want you guys to pay attention to this. Obviously, as I always do, I'm going to over deliver. And gentlemen, stay tuned until the very end because the last one is super interesting. Probably something you've never heard before based on a psychological experiment that they have definitive proof of. Women will do this thing that you've probably never thought of. Super interesting, and they've probably done it to you, but you were too thick-headed to notice it. But now that you listen to the UMP, the Uniform Mike Papa, you get these tips and you can see the subtle signs because I guarantee you, once again, boys, they're green lighting your asses, but you don't know what the hell is happening and you're failing to approach. Oftentimes, my girlfriends will also tell me, I'll be green lighting a dude. We will make eye contact. I will smile at him. I will give him every opportunity to come up to me, and he still doesn't do it. And then as he walks out of the bar, nightclub, supermarket, Target, Walmart, Starbucks, wherever it happens to be, he'll say bye to me. And it frustrates the fuck out of women. How many of you guys have done this? Because you don't know what to say, because you're too cowardly, yet you still think she likes you. So you're like, okay, I'm just going to say bye to her. And then you're like, bye. And she's like, bye? And then you walk out with your tail between your legs like a fucking sea donkey because you didn't have the courage to approach her. In your mind, you're like, well, at least I said something. Maybe I'll see her again next time. And the whole bye that I said will open the door for the next conversation and maybe I'll get her phone number then. Stop being cowards, boys. If you're seriously that afraid of rejection, even when a girl is clearly green lighting you, you have issues, man. And we need to work on those. So I want you to make a commitment both to yourself as well as to me that the next time you get some kind of green light like the ones I'm going to talk about, you will act on them. Let's jump into the content. Number one, boys, a girl will get in your line of sight when she is attracted to you. She will either stand in your line of sight or sit in your line of sight. She will make herself obvious. This is how girls get themselves ready to be approached. because in today's society, you have the advantage. You can approach girls. Girls will sometimes approach, but honestly, it kind of turns me off because they're like in the masculine energy. And by the way, when a girl approaches me, I immediately flip it and take the frame. So a girl will come up to me and be like, "Are you single?" And I'll be like, "The real question is, are you single?" And I'll take control of that conversation, taking her out of the masculine role. But oftentimes they won't approach. They'll just get in your line of sight and make it so that you can see them, hoping that you will approach them. Number two, they will angle their body towards you, making it very obvious that they want to talk to you, right? What do we do when we talk to each other? We face our feet at one another, don't we? But she'll do that at distance. What is the usual distance that girls will stand? Well, it kind of depends on what the venue is. Is it a social gathering? Is it a party? Is it a bar? Is it a nightclub? Or is it even a coffee shop? Usually it's within 20 feet, more likely about 10 feet. So if she's kind of standing 10 feet away where she can overhear you, and most importantly, you can overhear her, which I'm going to get to in a second, she's probably interested, especially if she's in your line of sight. You can obviously see her and a few other things that she's going to do to make it obvious. She wants you to approach her, bro. Why would a girl stand super close to you, sit super close to you, glance at you from time to time, which I'm also going to talk about, because she wants you to approach her. So go approach her and say, "Hey, I noticed you standing over here. I want to come meet you. What's your name?" That simple. Then if she's attracted to you, she's going to be kind of nervous. She may not want to talk a lot, or she'll be very talkative. It kind of depends, but you're in the alpha position, dude. She green lighted you. You opened her. Now she's the one submitting the application because you are the prize. And this is the best precedence to set, which is you're the prize. Let's see what she has. "Hey, you're cute. Wanted to come over here and see if you were interesting." Number three, and this is huge. She'll put herself in your line of sight. She'll angle her body language towards you, and then she'll start doing what we call preening herself or grooming herself. And this is absolutely unconscious. This is one of the biggest tenets of male to female attraction that I teach my boys, which is once you get 3, 4, 5 signs of attraction, then you are green lighted to get the phone number. Well, what are signs of attraction? It's preening herself. And the reason girls do that is because they're unconsciously trying to make themselves more attractive to you. So fixing her hair, for example, if she's playing with her hair, this is an unconscious thing women do to try to make themselves more pretty. Playing with her hair, maybe messing with her makeup, adjusting her top, playing with parts of her body that are sexual in orientation. For example, if she's attracted to you, she's going to sit there playing with her vagina, adjusting her pants, opening and closing very quickly her fly on her pants to show you she wants you to have sex with her. I'm totally fucking with you. If you believe me, you're an absolute idiot. Of course, I'm joking. But subtly, she will play with her top. She will maybe adjust her pants. She will stand with one foot in front of the other, which is an unconscious thing that women do, showing they're attracted to you. So you're in the nightclub, you're chopping it up with your boys. Hopefully you have a couple girls in your group too. You're being a fucking legend. And a girl walks over. She's clearly in your line of sight. Maybe, and this is another tip, you see her kind of looking at you from time to time. Obviously, that's a big sign of attraction. But she's over there. Her feet are pointed towards you. And she's kind of playing with her hair. Maybe she's licking her lips. She's adjusting her top. Maybe she's playing with her jewelry on her chest. And then, yes, opening and closing very quickly, the fly on her pants because she wants you to have sex with her. Then you wink at her. And this is the Mark Sing wink strategy. 2 winks, 3 winks, 4 winks, 1 wink, pause, 16 winks, and then when she hears that, she's going to get subconsciously hypnotized. She's going to unzip her pants, pull them down, jump in the air, double backflip, gainer right onto your dick. So that's the secret strategy. You learn it all when you come into my program, but that's a little tip. But real talk, boys, she's going to give you those signs. And if you don't go approach her, you're a moron, and you should smack yourself upside of the head so hard when the concussion hits, it blows the molar out of your fucking mouth. Because she wants you to approach her. And my girlfriends get frustrated all the time. I was green lighting him. I was in his line of sight. I was giving him all the signals. I even smiled at him, which is a huge sign, boys. Come on. A girl smiles at you, bro, that's basically, please Come talk to me, you thick-headed idiot male. Come talk to me, you moron, you fucking gorilla. And you're like, oh, I don't know what to say. And then you're like, bye, as you walk out. Come on. My girls get super frustrated. They're happy I'm recording this for you. So if she gets in your line of sight, she preens herself, she smiles at you, come on. And also like flipping eyes at you, you catch her looking at you, right? And one thing girls will do is they'll like get caught looking at you and then they'll pretend to like look elsewhere, or they'll do like a big scan of the room after you catch them looking at you. We've all been caught looking at chicks, right? It's the same thing with girls. When you catch them looking at you, they're going to try to play it off. And one other thing too, when they look down after you catch them looking at you, it's submissive. Bonus tip, boys. Anytime you're walking through a mall, a shopping area, a nightclub even, and you see a hot girl, look at her until she makes eye contact with you. Do not be the first one to look away. You hold that fucking eye contact like a legend. When she looks away, you can tell kind of where her psychology is. If she looks down, that's submissive, which is a good sign. If she looks away, like kind of uninterested, like you were just a brick wall and she happened to look at you and now she's looking elsewhere, not a good sign. So when I'm walking towards a girl, I'm trying to look my best. I'm trying to have good body language, maybe a smirk on my face. I'm confident, as I often tell you guys to be with your body language. We make eye contact, and what I look for is a little blip in her eyes, meaning you can kind of see the cornea, I think it's called. I forget what it's called, but it kind of opens a little bit. And the reason that happens is because when a woman is attracted to you, she's trying to take in as much information about you in the quickest way possible. We do this too, boys. When you see a hot girl, it's not called cornea. I know it's something else. I know after I record this, I'm going to be like, you moron, it's called whatever. Iris? No, I don't remember. Tulip? Nah, it can't be it. It opens, dude. And the reason is because you're trying to let in more light to let in more information. Well, the same thing happens with chicks. So you're walking through, say, the mall. You see a hot girl. Keep eye contact with her. You don't have to stare her down like you're a creepy lion on the Serengeti, but just kind of look at her. She's going to look at you. You want to try to see her eyes. Do they open slightly? If they do, that's interest. Then do her eyes go downward once she breaks eye contact, which is what you want. You never want to be the first one to look away. Whenever you have eye contact with the woman, you always want her to look away first. So girls within 10 feet of you, right? She's got her body angled towards you. She's preening herself. Maybe she's glanced at you a few times and you caught the little unconscious opening in her eyes, and or she looked down, your green light to go approach her right there and then. Do not hesitate. Do not be a pussy. You walk up to her and you be like, what's up, punk? I noticed you were trying to stare me down from over there. You trying to get in a fight? Jokingly, of course. You know, you have a little smirk on your face. And now the conversation kicks off. Number 4, mirrors you. Meaning, if you're kind of sitting with your arms crossed, she might do the same thing. If you have a leg crossed over the other, she might do the same thing. She's going to mirror your angle as far as how you're standing. She might mirror where your weight is leaning, either on your left foot or your right foot. Mirroring is a super huge unconscious thing that all humans do when they're in rapport with one another. Have you guys ever seen two people in love at dinner, for example? They will be mirroring each other like you wouldn't fucking believe. I remember I was trying to get this girl to fall in love with me once, this super smoking brunette. And I was like purposely mirroring everything she was doing. And I was like, oh my hell, how deep in the hole am I into this pickup artist stuff? So like mirroring, I do it occasionally, but like I was really laying it on thick. And honestly, it worked. She did get pretty sprung because people in rapport mirror each other. A girl who's subtly trying to tell you to come approach her is going to mirror your body language. Next one, boys, and I want to remind you again, stay tuned until the end because the last one is super interesting and it's a bonus one. Last one is she laughs really loud or talks really loud so that you'll notice her, which is so fucking annoying. So she's going to be in your vicinity. She's going to scream loudly, talk really loudly. She wants to call attention to herself so that you check her out. And in her mind, she hopes you get interested so that you approach her. Girls understand that being cute, being feminine, looking good is the most important thing to men. So that's why she does it. She's going to get into your line of sight. She's going to get into a space where you can hear her well, and she's going to call attention to herself. Look at me, look at me. Once you do, she's hoping to be pretty enough to attract you. That's why she preens her hair. That's why she might mess with her makeup, adjust her clothes, look as hot as possible. It's like that scene in Dumb and Dumber when Jim Carrey's like, you go talk to that girl and I'm just going to be over here putting out the vibe. And then he's in his orange fucking tuxedo and he's leaning on the bar with his ass sticking out. And he's like, yeah, look at that ass. It's an extreme, hilarious example of sometimes what women do. They're going to try to look as hot as possible, make you catch them being hot. Another thing girls do, and this is huge, boys, is they will get close to you and they will put their back to you. They will literally creep over to your area, and I have seen this time and time again, and they will have their back to you, hoping you tap them on the shoulder and say, hey, what's up? How to meet you. The reason they do this is, again, to hopefully talk to you. And I want to say this. How many of you guys, and I know you're guilty if you're listening, have done this to chicks? You're like, oh, there's a hot girl. You get in her vicinity, and because you're highly in your feminine energy and too cowardly to actually approach her, you go and you put your back to her, hoping you'll bump into her and some conversation will start, or hoping some active shooter will walk into the bar and you could rescue her by swooping her into your arms and carrying her to safety. It ain't gonna happen, guys. How often is there a situation that happens where you happen to meet a hot girl? Like maybe twice in your lifetime? Are you seriously gonna waste years waiting for that shit? Don't fucking go up to a girl and put your back to her. Go approach her. Don't be a coward. Don't be in your feminine energy. Don't be a chick. This is what chicks do. They'll migrate towards you, put their back to you. Meanwhile, she's talking to her friend, usually a cock block or the fridge, who's protecting the snacks. She'll look at her friend and be like, what's he doing now? Is he looking at me? Is he looking at my ass? Like she'll fucking roll up, drop her pants with the old zipper move. Suddenly her thong is calling out to you like the angels of heaven itself. And you're like, oh, I have to approach her. And you'll tap her on the shoulder. But it doesn't happen, boys. She's going to put her back to you. Then what you do is you tap her on the shoulder and you're like, hey, just how to let you know, you are so unbelievably in my way. Would you mind stepping aside, please? I have done that opener probably a couple hundred times. Blows open the set. Why? Because she wants you to talk to her. And when you approach her like that, it's funny, it's charming. She thinks that you're going to say, you are so unbelievably hot. But you're like, you are so unbelievably in my way. Would you mind stepping aside, please? She's like, oh my God. And she'll like hit you on the arm. Bam, it's open. But when they do this shit, it is a clear, obvious sign that they want you to approach them. All right. And this is a huge one, boys. And this was actually corroborated by an experiment. They had a really attractive guy, a guy who was not only tall, good looking, but also, and this is the most important thing, had a super strong frame, had good tonality, knew how to attract women. They had this guy in this like fake waiting room. Then what they did is they sent in women individually to go wait in the same waiting room. It was some fake thing where they had to both be in a waiting room, but really that was the experiment. They had hidden cameras. Okay, so this attractive guy is in the waiting room. And this girl, who was usually like a 6 or a 7, she wasn't that attractive, also came in the waiting room. They made sure the women were single. They were looking. This was part of the experiment. So the guy starts kind of gaming them a little bit, right? Saying, hey, what's up? What are you in here for? What are you waiting for? Shows good tonality, maybe ran a couple gambits, got the girl attracted to him. Then they were made to both leave the building at the same time. While they were leaving, another lady who was a part of the experiment was walking by with a bunch of boxes, and she was having a hard time carrying them. And she would look at the woman and say, I'm so sorry, but can you help me? I just need to take these boxes to my car. And the woman would immediately be like, oh, definitely, I'll help you out. And she would help the lady carrying the boxes to her car. Now, this is a weird experiment, right? What did this prove? It proved that women are going to try to be helpful in front of you. The reason that is because through hundreds of thousands of years of evolution, women want to prove to men that they can take care of. That's right. You're a smart motherfucker, a baby. So women feel that if they can prove to a man that they can take care of a baby, which is totally odd to us, all we care is that she's got a banging ass and nice tits, but they want to prove to us that they can take care of people, including a baby. They think unconsciously that the man will become more attracted to them. So the man goes in, he's highly attractive, girl gets attracted to him. They walk out of the building, lady needs help with her boxes. The girl who's attracted to the man who's behind her helps with the boxes, thus trying to prove to him that she could be helpful, she can take care of, for example, a baby. So when a woman is attracted to you, one of the most subtle signs is she's going to try to be helpful to somebody else in front of you or even helpful to you. Or, as women will often do, they'll post pictures of them taking care of their dog, taking care of their cat, taking care of their niece or their nephew. How many of you guys seen this? Where on her Instagram page, she's holding her niece or her nephew saying, oh, he's so cute. Can't wait to have one of my own. She's trying to telegraph the fact that she can be helpful, that she can have a healthy baby and also take care of that baby. So when a woman is attracted to you, one of the subtle things she's going to do is try to help somebody in front of you or even try to help you. Now, maybe this won't happen in the nightclub, right? Like she's standing there 10 feet away, preening herself, trying to make herself pretty. And then a bar back comes by with a keg on his shoulders. And she's like, here, leave that to me. And she like takes the keg to the back of the bar. Obviously, it's not going to happen. But like more in like work situations, social situations, she's going to try to be helpful, try to prove to you that she can be of assistance, thus proving that she can have a healthy baby. Let's go over them again, boys. Gets in your line of sight, obvious, within 10 to 20 feet. Angles the body towards you. Also, she might back into you, putting her back to you. Grooms or preens herself, plays with her hair, her jewelry. She'll expose vulnerable feminine areas. Remember, the 26 blink method, followed by her opening and closing her crotch very quickly. Then you go, caca, and she gets the signal, jumps in the air, triple backflip, gainer, swan dive right onto your dick. Another one, mirrors you, a huge one. Laughs really loudly, so you'll notice her. I absolutely hate it when they do that. I don't know why they do it. Well, I do know why. I just think it's annoying when they do that shit, but it like fucking shuts down my nervous system. Just like my daughter crying, my nervous system fucking shuts down and I have to walk out of the room. Next one is she tries to help somebody in front of you. So remember these boys, and God bless America. The next time a girl gives you a green light, you fucking idiot, go approach her. Don't be a pussy. Don't be cowardly. And for God's sakes, don't say goodbye to her as you walk out. Bye. Maybe I'll see her next time. Don't be a coward, bro. She's green lighting you. Your game doesn't have to be that good. Just have good energy, good tonality. Speak to her like you're above her. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, listen to my episode, why you should speak to women like they're a fucking peasant, and get that girl. The more you hide behind podcasts, the more you don't enact the lessons that I teach you, the more times that goes by and the closer you get to your deathbed with regrets. So the next time you get a green light, even a small one, even like a light green light, go open that girl. You will be happy you did. All right, gentlemen, I do appreciate you listening. I drop podcasts on Mondays and Thursdays, so please stay tuned for the next one, and I'll see you in the next episode.